So today on Tangled Flock Farms, we're going to talk a little bit about quail and why we decided to go in the quail direction. In terms of all the birds that we had the option of picking from and the few we do have on the farm, we did end up going with quail. We both have our own reasons. Mine with the quail were that they're particularly cute. They're small, which is great for a hobby farm, and most animals we do have here tend to be of a smaller variety. They're considered a delicacy, especially these the little eggs and the birds themselves. They're easy to contain, and we did have a quail previously, and the personality is unlike any of the other birds that we had here. Well, without further ado, we'll show you a couple of the chicks that we do have.
So, out of this egg are these two adorable little babies. They just hatched yesterday, so they haven't had a chance to grow. So as you can see, look, how adorable is that? Oh.
So my reasons for liking quail are very simple and surface level. Like there's nothing about a quail that's not to love. They are an amazing little bird. The small size, the easy to contain parts, because Lord knows there are some birds that are really tricky. We do have peacocks and geese here, and they're a whole other league. But these little things are absolutely adorable. But what about your reasoning?
So I actually got these as a fluke from a friend. She had some for sale, and I was like, I can keep them in the house. So we got them when we lived in a subdivision, mostly because quail are actually considered a game bird. So sneaky tidbit, that is not usually part of your bylaws that allow you to have or have not chickens in an area. So if you're in an area that does not allow chickens, game birds are usually not included in that bylaw, so you could have quails. Now, we kept 3 quail, 2 females and 1 male in the house, and they were fabulous. They were not stinky. They were very skittish, those ones, but they were just so easy to maintain, and then every time you went in, there was an egg. And so I hatched some, and we had a very faulty incubator that we rented from someone off Fujiji, and only one hatched. And so we named him Baby B because, as you can see, they're so freaking tiny and so cute. Now, birds do imprint on you when they see you, so he became our best little friend here, and he would follow us around outside, and he'd actually go on hikes with me with the goats for short distances, which was adorable. Unfortunately, at the time, we had, and still do have, which is the reasoning for Cujo, and maybe another little surprise in a couple of weeks, raccoons. So unfortunately, they killed the 3 quail that we did have. They can be very dexterous with their little hands and did actually kill them. So we're basically starting afresh. Now you got to see the egg. This is a hatching remnant, the baby chick, and this is a Texas white quail. So she is a little bit of an adolescent here. She is just stunning. There's food in there. And she's just beautiful. So I only have one of her. So hopefully she will end up laying some beautiful eggs. Now, we did hatch her from an incubator, so she is a little bit more friendly than the average quail you would get if you bought them. Now, that noise is so endearing. That is actually a male quail. So as you can see, it's just like having a baby songbird in your house. So we'll bring him out. So he's a Japanese quail here, and he's quite plump. So he is just a lovely little baby as well. And so we did hatch these guys. They're a little bit more friendly than your average ones would be, of course, because of the imprinting. Now, isn't that just the cutest thing in the world? So what we're actually going to do is we're going to expand our quail and raise them. So our eggs will actually go for dogs as a rare feed for raw. And we'll also end up, if people wish to buy them to eat, because they are very high in antioxidants. And the benefits of quail are just too numerous to count here in a video. But if you are looking to start homesteading, you're in an apartment, you cannot, for any reason, get, land, and this is your dream, this is something you can do in your apartment. Some people may suggest bunnies. Bunnies can be tough, and they can be harder to keep in. They have more exercise requirements.
They're chewers.
And they're chewers. But these little guys here are so small. You can end up keeping one in a habitual cage, so what you would buy for a rabbit or a hamster that you can find at your pet store. They're quite big, and they are just fine in there. They're not smelly, they're not overly loud, so the noises that you heard from our female and male, that's as loud as they get. I find it quite relaxing. It's not like having a rooster in your house at 6 a.m., which I did to poor Dean.
Yep.
Without his knowledge. But that warbling and the little queen noise that you get out of them, and then your little chicks, how could you say no to this? So if you're looking to homestead and you have literally no way to start, other than maybe a worm composter in your house, check out quail. How cute are these? And there's a lot more varieties than what I have here, some of which we will get into down the road. Hello. So check us out. We will update you on our quail adventure because it is going to be huge. We're actually going to be completely out of chickens, geese, and turkey, and focusing just on quail and unique varieties. So I hope that you enjoy these cute little things. They will be available to see if you decide to come and visit us. But aren't they just the cutest babies? I need to be.
Thanks for joining us on our first little introduction to our quail.
As he kills a quail.
We will have an info video regarding all the breed specifics, like the Coturnix pig that we put an info up for. We'll do the same thing with these, so you can get all the details. But this is the real world version, not the history, what they're supposed to be good for and all that. We do have experience with quail, and they truly are one of the more amazing pet birds that you can get.
Yeah, we could do a long video and tell you all the benefits, but it's gonna be long. So if you like that, we can certainly do that. But, basically, if you're looking for some eggs and you live in an apartment, give quail a try. They're available.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.